Welcome to the 5th out of 18 games on Roll Plus Bond's 6th birthday live stream. Like last year, our 72-hour stream raises money for medical aid for Palestinians, which provides food, medical aid, and humanitarian aid for Gaza, Lebanon, and the West Bank. After the weekend, keep an eye on the blue sky of rollplusbond.com to hear when our games bundle launches, where you'll be able to get almost 100 games, including a vast majority of the games played on stream this year, all to fund the same project. Our group will be playing Into the Odd in our own custom setting. I am Science Bird, they, them, and with me in order of player list are
I'm Selena, she, her, and I'm going to be playing Snip.
I am Jake, he, him, and I'm going to be playing Bowery.
And I am Monica, she, her, and I am going to be playing Fabian.
all right. We're going straight into a short intro narration, and then you'll find out what's actually happening here. A terrible dust storm rages. Visibility is down to a few meters. What was once a small town is in ruins. A group of a dozen people fight their way down the street, bent against the wind, covering their faces against the particles trying to invade their pores. The massive structure, built into a mountain, appears out of the storm in front of them, like from nothing. It's the train station. In between tall, 2-floor tall pillars are several closed glass doors. Shouting against the wind, the leader instructs you to get inside, somehow. Any one of you may attempt to get us inside.
Can I just smash the window?
You can, of course, smash a window.
Great.
This is possibly just a strength check, introducing us to the mechanics of this game. In Into the Odd, you just roll 1d20 and then hope to have a lower number than your strength show up on the rolls. As you can see in the upper right corner here, we just rolled some test dice. All the previous numbers are meaningless. Only the first number that you will roll now has any meaning.
Great. Easy.
As promising, the glass just shatters, and without causing any trouble to you, you just find an opening for you and the people who come after you, and you can get everyone through safely. This causes a bit of noise and takes a while because the group is a dozen or more people, many of them covered in rags, but after a few minutes, all of you are inside, and I'm going to uncover this first space here. We can zoom in on this and put the small token versions of your character art at the bottom of this room. So, you're inside. The noise of the storm rages behind you. Nickel dust streams inside. It's piling up. You're in a huge foyer. The ceiling is higher than any of you could throw. Your sounds echo. There are remains of wide stairs leading about 3 person sizes up in the distance. Long abandoned shops are on the left and the right. And then the leader of your group says, "You 3, search the station, find the train, and make sure that it works. There's nothing more here for us." This is Builder, the leader of your group, and I'll put a picture of Builder. Let me get it. Builder is not to scale. Well, put him up here.
They're huge.
The characters in the party are 2 summoned and a Tharat, and Builder is a vestment, which are people who are invisible and wear clothes so that you can actually tell where they are. This would have also been a choice for you to play, but nobody picked one. Now is a good time for you to tell us what you know of who you actually are, and what your characters, really, what's up with your characters.
Fabian is a Surat, which basically means he's a sort of like a spider centaur person. He's got the 8 legs, but 2 of them are arms on sort of the upper torso on the front of his body. He wears very ornate and sort of like fastidious clothing. He's constantly fidgeting. And you would essentially describe him as what if a bureaucrat had a midlife crisis, picked up a gun, and decided to go adventuring.
I think Bowery is. I think Bowery was summoned by Builder. Bowery is a giant bird person. I'm picturing 10, 11 feet tall, gigantic. As a result, not particularly nimble, but just like a big bodybuilder type, and has a weird darkness sphere that I think I got summoned into this world with the sphere, and I don't quite exactly know what it is yet, but we'll find out.
11 feet. I did not know that.
Yeah, huge, very very big.
Snip is kind of the opposite. Also summoned by Builder, but Snip is a minor dragon, who was probably destined for a bigger purpose, but seems way smaller. Not only in comparison to this giant, but to anyone really. And Snip was probably meant to be a proper dragon. Breathe fire, the jazz. But she doesn't. She has spicy breath. It does hurt, but it hurts like pepper spray.
All right. You are now free to start acting. You can investigate. You can do whatever you like. In Into the Odd, basically anything just succeeds unless there is a good reason for it to need resistance or to just fail. Let me move Builder out of the picture again. I tried when I drew this map to be relatively clear with indicators, so you can tell which doors are open and what things are. So if there is nothing visible, then there isn't anything. Besides, the dust. The dust is nothing. I can already tell you that.
And so we're here to investigate a train. To go get the train, right? That's the
Find the train.
find the train.
Yes, you are in a train station.
Is Builder here with us? Like, did they just get us in here and leave, or are they sticking with us?
There is like a dozen people
Yeah.
with you in this room, and they are going to stand, around where you are now and stay here. You are the party that will explore ahead.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I think Fabian's going to start by trying to get us a bit more information. I think he's going to go over to this stack of what looks like discarded objects. What specifically? This
This
sort of like,
this is just a massive pile of luggage.
yeah, and I think he's
Ooh.
just going to start rapidly sort of like tearing through them, trying to find anything with like wording on it, looking for like a schedule, a pamphlet or something, and he can do this really quickly because Fabian remembers everything and never gets bored.
Yeah, this, like, if you're looking for something in there, this may still take some time because this is about 200 of these. But if you like, you can spend some time on this, like enough that in the meantime the others could do something.
Yeah, I think
If we
Fabian.
happily help with that. Ripping open luggage, sure.
Thank you, thank you. We should go in with all the information we can.
Bowery shaking his head, going somewhere else.
Okay, then you two spend some time on that, and Bowery will, do something else. What are you doing?
These stairs that are in front of us, they're leading up or down?
They are leading up, and they are broken because the ceiling is like unworked stone, and things just fell off. As you can see, it's just fell down onto the wooden stairs, and they are ruined.
In that case, I think I'm just gonna go over to this room over to the right and just sort of peek my head in. Figure maybe there's like a back entrance or something, or a side entrance.
Let's see. Right side. This place is called Master Baker. This has glass displays. Sadly, they are empty. Bakeries are amazing. Cookies usually are like directly infused with mana, and when freshly made, like they grant various effects. But it looks like there's, nothing here if you just look like that.
Could have got some cookies if we got it earlier. Yeah, if that's the only thing that's in there that's not that exciting, I guess I'll grumble that I didn't get any cookies and keep trying to check all the other doors.
So bottom door.
Yeah.
This is a cobbler. There's shoes. I mean, well, like, some of your shoes aren't looking so great anymore. Most summoned don't get any. Would you like to try some on?
I mean, I've got big bird talons, but I'll try on the biggest pair that they have and see if they catch my fancy.
Yeah, there's, you'll find a pair of shoes that will fit you because there are people of various sizes in here.
Cool.
Problem is, there's something inside now. Now that you have your foot on one.
Something inside the shoe?
Yeah.
What is it?
So, viewers, this game has a very mild spider warning, and this is the moment when it comes up. I think, I optimized this for people like me who are afraid of spiders, but if you are super afraid of spiders, you may want to look away for a moment. Again, this should not be a problem, but here's what's inside. It is a crawler ring. Let me make this a bit smaller. It is a small crystal spider.
It's in my shoe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is first little enemy. This is a bit of a surprise. Like, it is a thing that can attack you first because you didn't expect this.
True.
And let me just like do a little bite on you. It bites you. It has poison in its fangs, and you lose 2 dexterity.
Oof. Ow. I think Fabian and Snip can hear from the other room Bowery cursing.
Bowery, you
Yes.
good?
Spider a bit. I was trying on shoes because I've never had shoes, and there was a spider inside it, and it bit me.
Oh, you poor darling, Fabian says, and will pick up his polearm and sort of wander over to squash it.
Would you like to just attack it?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sort of grind the butt of it against the crystal spider. You know, enough pressure should cause it to crack.
Yeah, it's like this is a palm-sized little thing. It is still sticking out of the shoe. You can just attack it. You can just roll your damage, which is how this game works.
Let's see if Fabian's got that upper body strength. No, he
Oh,
does
no.
not. You know, he is a weakling. He does have 10 strength. 8 strength, I forgot. Yeah, no, weakling.
Uh, would you other like to deal damage or try something else? Because you have one action here. I'll count this moment of talking as not using up your action as this is tutorial fight.
Yes, I would like to stomp on this spider and squish it with
Uh,
my big.
Stomping, I would say, is improvised fighting, which would be 1d4, unless you have an argument for where this would be not an improvised weapon.
No, I mean I think that does feel like an improvised weapon to me. I think if I'm being true to the character here, I think he just kind of stomps on the spider, not again with his other foot that isn't harmed.
Then into it.
Oh, God.
Another 1 damage.
Snip, help!
Snip is just scampering
We're-
over.
We're gonna get killed by a little spider.
Yes, you are being killed by a little spider.
11-foot.
Yeah,
Bird
11-foot
be-
giant bird person. Oh.
Yes. Yes. And I think she just breathes on it.
No matter the results, this will ruin that shoe.
Yes. This will ruin that shoe.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
This is
that crawler ring is ruined as well. We're probably no longer holding the shoe by the moment the breath is happening, but there's no spider left. I'm putting him away. If you were not looking at the screen because of spider, you can look again. It's nothing was gained, very little was lost. but that I guess this was a lesson.
Yeah, look in every shoe you try on. Bowery looks over at the two of them. Now that's a lesson
Yes.
for us all. Never try
Yes.
on a shoe unless you look inside first.
Yes, Bowery. Why did you even try on a shoe?
I've never worn shoes.
Yes.
Who-
Why start
I-
now?
I wanted to see what it was like. I've never seen a shoe that was for a bird talon before. Anyway,
Hmm.
we've gotten tracked. Did you find anything useful in the luggage?
Found some snacks.
Relatively useful.
I ate them.
All right, slightly yet less useful then.
Let me see what you actually find in there. There's a D100 spoilers list. Roll me one. One D100. 19. Oh, that's great. You find an unnaturally bright lantern in one of these bags. I think that's good. It's very bright.
Yes. Look. It's shiny.
It's truly a marvel of alchemy. See why you should always take the time to look in the obvious loot places and not check out the shoes?
Point taken, I suppose. We should try to get going. I don't think Builder wants us to look at shoes and shiny objects. Points over at the stairs. That seems like the way forward, but it's broken. And I'm guessing that the two of you are not particularly good at jumping. No offense.
I'm not the Surat.
I could try to throw you.
Oh, well, I don't know about that one.
What about all of the closed doors? You are big, yes?
That's
can
true.
Some of
Open
these
up a closed
doors,
door?
yeah, some of these doors look openable. The middle two are locked.
What about this door on the top left? That looks less.
That one
It
was
looks like.
broken open.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll break it open even more, so that we can all get in.
This place has a sign that says Barian's Rations. You can see this place has cooling shelves on the walls and a checkout. The time slowers still work. And inside those are packages of dried fruit and some awakening herbs and mushrooms. It's not a lot because this place was obviously, ransacked when the entire station was abandoned quickly. But this is like one set of rations for a rest, which is something that you didn't come with because you used them all up when you traveled here.
Hey,
Yes. We should
free
take
supplies. Yeah, let's do that. Carefully, watch out for spiders.
these. Are you scared of
Fabian
spiders
gives-
now?
Fabian gives a sort of affronted huff while he looks through the rations.
I mean, like little spiders that are in shoes.
Yes, I
typically.
know.
Yeah, let's just grab them carefully.
This time that just works out. There's no problem in here. You can just have the rations.
Excellent. Now,
Yes, it was easy. Let's try another door.
you know, let's just you pick a door and I'll try to punch it down
Hey,
or
let's do this
punch
one.
it open. All right.
This looks nice, yes?
Yeah.
Let's see. This door could probably be forced open, but it would be loud.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Glances over at Snip and Fabian. I think says that. I probably could break this open, but it will be quite loud.
It's a station.
That's right. Yeah. In that case, I do also have a hatchet. Maybe that's like narratively how I'm sort of like crowbarring this thing open.
Yeah.
What's the door made of? Is it just like a metal door?
I'm imagining this much like the like storefront doors that like come down from the top, made of
Oh,
several
sure, like a
individual-
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a metal
individual
mesh thing.
exits. Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna sort of rip it open.
yeah. This takes some force, and it works. This isn't a roll, but it makes enough noise that after a moment, you are attracting attention, and you can hear that there is like the noise of clacking on the ceiling, and I would like one of you to make a will save.
Okay, will do. That works.
That is a success.
Yes.
Okay. You see up on the ceiling. Let me see which part of the map we can see. That's convenient. Putting this smaller, and over here, this should be visible for stream.
Mm.
Yes. This is a drake. Drakes.
Ooh.
A drake climbing on the ceiling. Drakes are a common comparative measure of weight. You know, people say if a drake landed on me, which is, you know, to convey that you're being buried under an oppressive weight, because you know, they just tend to just drop onto you. This is the drop bear of this world. Since you succeeded this roll, you have initiative, and you know that this guy will try and attack you by falling as its first attempt, first thing.
Ah, yes. There's a drake in there.
Oh, it's not in there. It's on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's a drake in the train station.
But it's in the main. It's in sort of the main foyer. It's not in this room, or is it? It is in this room that we went into.
It's like up here above you.
Okay, great.
I just put it in the empty
Oh,
So it's not great.
zone because that's where it's visible.
Great.
hmm.
Well, in that case, I think Fabian's gonna let out sort of like a startled shriek, sort of jump out of the way, and pull out his lightning wand, excuse me, and try to blast this thing before it falls on him.
Feel
Uh,
free.
Can we also do a deck save to not have it fall on us?
You can't in this game. You just blast with damage, and then if it's still alive, it will deal damage to someone.
Oh.
It will fall on me.
unless
Great.
you have some, alternative methods of keeping it from doing that. Okay,
I mean,
that
it
is
will fall
Well,
on you first. You are tall.
possibly. We have 6 damage, so unless I can tell you, unless you fail to do some damage, you'll be fine. Show me what you got.
May I
I
throw
get.
may I throw my darkness cube at it? Or my darkness
Ooh.
sphere rather?
Is this a ranged weapon?
Great question. I don't know.
I believe it is, but we can now explore, the physics of your darkness sphere.
Wandering my orb, throwing it
Under
at this
the orb.
Drake. I guess maybe not. Throwing it's probably not. I'm imagining I'm sort of like tossing it up into the air. Not quite. Not throwing it like I'm trying to hit it. I'm not hitting it with the sphere. My imagination is that the darkness sphere kind of, when it's activated, produces a sort of like radius of damage.
Is this a blast weapon? Which would be a radius?
Yeah.
All right. Then it's probably good that it's that you're attacking someone who is far away from the group.
There we go. Let's see. My darkness sphere is an 8. So I got to roll a d8. I rolled a 4.
That will do it. Most creatures in this game do not have 10 HP, and this only bite-sized dragon, this little drake, does not. It still, it loses grip and falls off quickly. You can take a step out of the way without making a save because you know what's happening, and it just flumps in between all of you on the ground. It's heavy. This is not a lootable enemy, but it's I'm sure the rest of the group who are still in this room will find some use for what's left of this thing. And then you get the door open.
That's the power of the darkness sphere.
This is a travel library. It's overflowing with books, scrolls, and tomes. There's even like a rainbow shelf going over your heads, near the entrance. There's light reading, there's philosophy and law, there's romance, there are useless maps, mostly because the outside gets ruined by weather regularly, and it's been a few years, so they are outdated.
I am looking for local history. Or like a
history.
local guide. Or maybe if they don't have any of that, they have a flyer for tourists at the register. Anything.
Probably have that, yeah. What kind of information would you like to have in there?
The prestigious train station was built in and is especially notable for its incredible design by stuff like that.
Yeah, we
I
do
love
have that.
Yeah.
We like, I can probably just make up all the information you would like on that on the spot.
We are looking for a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are in the
Yeah.
train station.
I have
This
never
is-
been in this train station. Do we need to go up? Do we need to go down? Where's the train?
It's definitely ahead. You did not
Good
need
to know.
the brochure for that.
But hey, always good to double check.
Ah,
Uh,
yes, condescension.
like
Hmm.
what else is in there? Like they are boasting of the local mana crystal resources that are enabling the whole technology, and of like how this has enabled like the whole town's construction. You know, this, like all villages and all towns, this has been built within a few years, because this is a world where magic, uh, it is much easier to build than to destroy, and it is much easier to have things destroyed by nature.
Are they maybe boasting about a magical elevator?
Not specifically.
Hmm.
What about a magical escalator?
Ooh.
I think not, because they just have stairs.
Hmm. It maybe used to be an escalator.
Hmm.
Well, it seems like we probably just have to go up the stairs. There's probably not like a secret tunnel in any of these
Hmm.
unopened rooms that'll lead us up there. We might just have to force our way up.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
I said the thing earlier about throwing the both of you, and that's still on the table.
Maybe let's check out the other 2 rooms first.
Ah, yes, yes. If you throw someone, you should throw someone with an internal skeleton first.
Yeah. Glances at the both of you, not knowing who has an external and internal skeleton.
Yeah, Fabian's just kind of like giving the sort of tug on the collar expression, like, don't look at me.
Let's go check out one of these other rooms.
Next
Which
door.
one looks? Yeah.
This one at the bottom is securely locked. This would need some other approach.
Can I
What does
shoot
the
at it?
You probably could, but I think pure violence, unless it is excessive, might not do it.
lock look like?
I would say conventional.
Then, can either of you lockpick? I'm not great at it.
Can try. I've never
I
done it
think
before.
I think Bowery like looks at his hand, are bigger than the lock, and says probably not.
Okay, I will try, but you cannot look.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Oh, and, Fabian turns his 4 eyes away.
Checking if Bowery is looking.
Bowery is just looking straight ahead, not looking down at what you're doing. Just like at the door.
Mm. Ah, yes. Lock picking. Picking a lock. How hard can it be?
What are
I
you
think
doing?
a thing that I knew about 2 minutes ago.
Um, if it's a very old-timey conventional lock that has a hole that you could put something into and whip around, I think she would just extend a claw and would try to see if something moves against resistance in the lock.
Well, it is not something that would stop lockpicking lawyer, but I suspect if you have never tried this before, this is probably not something that will just give up to your amateur attempts.
Hmm. Can I roll that though?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like I hadn't thought about this. I don't want to say just no because you
Something
are
hard.
adventure people, and but there isn't a like make the roll hard option.
Yes, there is. I can just do a d4 and only win at 1.
That's not how the game works, and then we would just be inventing new rules.
I think while this is happening, Barry's like, so is the lock picked, or is there something else you need to do, or
Your claw is just in there while you're like,
Just enthusiastically rummaging around in the log.
Maurice, can you tell me what fire oil is?
I can look this up, but I suspect it's the thing that it sounds like.
Yeah. I have
Fire
that's one of
oil.
that's one of the items that's in my
Yeah.
starter package. So maybe I'll just pour some fire oil on it.
Fire oil sets an area alight. I would say this is better against things that have meat.
Mm.
It does not explode, which I think
Before
would
you do
be.
that, I would shoot at the log.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it would need to like explode.
Sure. Okay. Thinks about it for a second, and it's like, there's no meat on this lock. I guess just shoot it. Maybe. Do you have any sort of like a sword or a knife or an
I
explosive?
I
I
have
have
a
a blunderbuss.
polearm and a lightning wand, neither of which are particularly applicable.
Yeah. And
I
just
tried.
go.
It didn't budge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shoot it.
Yes. Step back.
Okay.
Yeah, try rolling damage, and if it's a 7 out of your 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that does it. You know, I would let's count that as excessive enough.
What kind of
Excessive.
gun do you have?
It's a blunderbuss.
It's so much fun here.
I guess it's a good thing we made the noise earlier, and yeah.
See?
Yeah, you had already woken up the drake sleeping on the ceiling. This place is charismatic enchanting. Shop
Ooh.
probably made use of the readily available nearby crystalline magic, you know, just like the train station. And back then, you could have like your tools modified here by an expert. The display staves, fans, and robes are probably useless, or they wouldn't be here anymore. But there is a summoning scroll, just still on display.
Ooh.
This thing, its rules are can just like create 1 d20 summoned, just like you are, but it is minor, so it just downgrade all the things it has by 1 step.
Hey, listen.
Are you gonna try to summon?
No.
Also, doing so, will need either mana from you or a mana crystal. After it has exerted itself once. So you can do this now for free, in quotes, but after it has done one notable thing, you will need to feed it, just like you need to be fed, once a day, as summoned, to not dry up, just like other creatures need water and food.
Maybe I should hold on to this as I'm the only one who wouldn't get involved in some recursive mana chain by using this.
Mm, good point. Also, I have no interest in summoning somebody else. That's my job.
No.
If we really need backup, we can try
Yeah.
it, but hopefully we don't. Hopefully we can just find the train and get on it.
What are these other things that are in here?
I think I said a staff, a fan, and a robe.
A fan.
How big's the robe?
A robe.
A person-sized robe, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take it and tie it around my neck like a cape.
Yeah. I think that's about how it works for you.
I want the fan.
Yeah, why not? These are conventional items in your hands. Whatever enchantment they might have ever had or have gained, there's nothing of that.
Shall we
Well,
try the next door?
yeah, we've got one more, which will hopefully provide a solution to our staircase problem.
I'm saying the throwing is always on the table if we need to.
Yeah, this is
As a
also
last resort.
Yeah. Yes.
this is also a breakdown door, and you already had the break, so why not? Just use violence.
That's right. Bowery smash.
This place is gifts and cameos. The wall shelves are filled with woodworking tools and models of famous structures, like the Kappa's interiority, the double stake, and even this train station, all whittled from wood.
Oh,
Some of these are as big as a thigh. Uh, in a glass display, there are various cameos, on the right side of this room. These are round, palm-sized engravings of people's facial profiles or their robes and masks in the case of vestments. And this what's on sale here.
I am going to smash the case if it's in a case and look very intently for a different way in the train station.
This will need one strength check just to make sure you don't hurt yourself.
Okay. I hurt myself.
Hurt yourself.
Oh no.
D4. 4. Do you have 4 HP?
I have 4 HP.
Okay, now you don't. In the future, if you take damage, it goes directly onto your strength, and after that, you will have a strength check to see if you go down, unless you have a rest and then your HP is restored. So just like write 0 out of 4 HP.
Yes.
You
Gotta
can
be careful.
You can move the camera to the character sheets for a moment, so that we can of the characters for the audience. But you still open things, and there's all kinds of cameos. These are probably like locally known people. I suspect that summoned are not very worldly, so you don't know who these people are. But there's, these look like these look like people one would know if one knew people, basically.
These look like famous people, but nobody's quite.
Also, just for the audience, like cameos are like real objects. These are, like Google this now. Just like add like Roman or something to it, so that you actually get the thing. They are pretty cool. Feel free to take one.
I think Fabian will take a cameo of like another Surratt who looks grizzled and worldly and sort of like not appreciatively at it.
Good choice.
Yeah, Bowery is taking a cameo of somebody who has the kindest looking face.
Is it a summoned?
No, I don't think it is. It's probably I think it's a vestment or a vested.
So very kind looking mask.
Yeah.
Do these things help you up the stairs? Probably not, but it's just nice to have them.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Okay. Really importantly.
I am not taking one. Snip took out the model of the station and is now just quietly in a corner bleeding on it while trying to find out if there's any other way around the stairs.
I mean, you can always brute force it.
Frustratedly getting up, putting the model on the floor, saying, okay, I'm going to take a breather. And then she will lie on the floor. Yes, don't mind me.
Would you like bandages?
I think go ahead.
Because
No.
I can at least cover the wound.
Thank you. I would just breathe on it.
Like, you are free to take like a rest and restore the HP you lost.
I'm going to take a mopey short rest. Yes.
But that is one rest that your group has currently.
Well, I think it's probably better to have everyone with full HP before going up the stairs.
This would, I'm slightly adjusting the rules of the game here, also restore the dexterity that Bowery lost.
Oh, great. I think while you all are doing that, I am looking at the stairs and thinking of the best way to get the both of you up here in a way that will hurt you the least. Yeah. How you said the how big are the stairs?
3 people tall, but regular people, so 1.5 you tall. Also, you have wings.
Yeah. I guess I don't have to throw you. I could just carry you up.
Yeah, this is less of a problem for you.
Yeah.
You're also quite strong, so this
Yeah.
might have never been a problem, and you just didn't think much about it.
Well, I'm just playing the character. I suppose I don't have to necessarily throw the two of you. You can just hold on to me while I fly over. How's that
Oh,
sound?
what a relief.
It's sort of like being thrown, but slower and with more control.
You're almost making it sound worse. I'm not at the slower part. But needs must, and Fabian will sort of like daintily walk over and get ready to cling on for dear life.
Do we even do a strength? Yeah, let's do one strength check just to see if any trouble comes of this for the entire endeavor. Done by Jake.
Ooh, that's the exact. It's equal.
I think equal is also fine.
There you
Unless
go.
I'm wrong. Let me just quickly confirm that I'm not wrong on this. Yeah, equal or under is completely fine. I remembered this right. You just get up there, and this was never a problem. You could have skipped all of this. This would have been a very short chapter, but all of you get up there.
Nobody tell Builder that we could have just skipped this. It was important that we checked every room.
Look, if you don't have
the Drake would have fallen on Builder's head, I tell you.
True.
Yes, never abandon the scavenger's mindset. That's what I always say.
Here we go. In the second sector. This is departures. You are.
Oh, yes, we are departing.
Yeah,
We
you
found
are
the train.
on a raised walkway. Below you are two rails and a central platform. Stairs lead down to that platform. Your walkway continues further on, but the room is so large that you can't quite see where that would lead. In fact, your light doesn't illuminate the entire hall very effectively. You are like mice in a hangar. The little icons that you have are bigger than you actually are. I have like scaled them up for the benefit of the audience. Imagine yourselves like half as big on the scale model of this whole place. As you step forward, you see the train below you. All bingo
Yes.
players, please mark your field.
We
Resting
found the train.
on one of the rails. It has two coaches behind the engine. The ceiling and walls here are roughly hewn from the mountain. It's basically a cave. Feel free to act.
Yes, do we go back and tell Builder? We found
Oh, we
the
did
train.
it. We found the
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
Can we hear anything?
I think your voices mildly echo.
Mm.
Does our naturally bright lantern illuminate anything more if we pull it out?
Would you like to?
Sure, I don't like that you're asking that, but I will take the risk.
I mean, I generally, I think it's a good idea to ask people before they like shine a light into a huge cavern. I think that's a reasonable DM thing to ask in general. I think this lantern is bright enough to light up the entire room, even though it's still, like imagine having a strong flashlight and a huge cavern. It still doesn't easily light up everything, but let me uncover the rest of this room.
Wow.
Okay.
So you can see, there's a gate on the left. It is closed. It's about as wide and tall as all of you if you were to lie head to toe next to each other. The right gate is open, but there's like a massive pile of nickel dust just accumulated and clogged like over the years. But at least it's not getting any worse anymore. Actually, I can probably also delete this because it's just train tracks over here. And over here.
And the thing that we were told by Builder was were we given any more instruction other than find the train?
I mean, you could probably go back, but I can tell you that, like, this man. He will probably tell you that your job isn't done by just pointing out that the train is there because he knows that the train is there. He's gonna tell you, that you got to do more.
All right.
Also, I will have to tell you that the lights, like, there's sounds again. Something is scattering. We need a will save, and I think this probably has to come from Fabian, who has pretty bad will.
Hey, I have statistically slightly below average will.
Yeah, 10 will is
Oh
totally fine.
no! Oh no! And statistically above average got my ass.
Yeah. I think you are taken slightly by surprise. But when the sound of more feet than is comfortable approaches and comes up the
Uh-oh.
stairs. New image. Let me see what the viewer can see. It's the entire room. Make
Oh
it
no.
visible.
Mm,
Good size.
Ugh.
These are bee counts.
mm.
Bee counts
Don't
are
like that.
worm-like, but they have 4 legs, and their face is like a 4-pronged beak. These things, like they are nesting, and they like stealing stuff. These are like usually when they get bigger, they are like riding hounds, and this is probably their offspring. They quickly go feral if you don't make sure that you have well-behaved ones, and there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh no.
Howdy.
No.
And since you are, since you failed your roll, actually, they get first strike on your team.
Mm.
Here's the damage. They deal 6 damage. You only have 2 HP, which is hit protection. So, it deals 2 damage on the HP and then 4 remaining damage on your strength. So you now have 4 strength left.
Oof.
Yeah, I think Fabian's just kind of like shrieking and sort of like batting at them as they sort of tear at him.
And now you need to do a strength save that you need to
Yep.
succeed at, or you are out of this fight.
Yep. Oh my god! Oh, I got a 2. So
Let's go.
somehow Fabian, like, despite missing like a chunk of one of his like 4 legs or something, manages to kick them on, like skitter back into a position of like an actually defendable position.
Incredible.
Yes. Get them.
Job, Fabian.
It is
I'm
your team's turn.
trying.
If Yeah, immediately letting out the biggest huff of noxious breath that I can muster.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
7 is very good.
Incredibly noxious breath.
Oh, it's so bad.
Is it really stinky in here now?
Oh, it burns in your eyes.
Oh, brutal.
Come on, you need not more attacks.
Can you remind me what ether does again?
Oh, ether is the stuff that you breathe in. You need to resist it or fall asleep.
Oh. Um, I mean, in that case, I think I'm just gonna hack at him with my hatchet.
Good choice.
Let's see. It's a D6. That's a 5.
Yeah, honestly, looking like you like cut 2 of them apart. There's only 1 of them left. Fabian is in a good position to end this one.
Get their ass.
Yeah, I think Fabian's trying to stay on the back line and pulls out the bolt wand and tries to do the big zappy zappy. It's a small zappy zappy. I only got a 1.
This one still stands, and luckily, this one isn't going for you right away again. But any still living creature can still do a bite. And this one will bite the big bird.
Makes sense.
Does 1 damage.
I go from 3 to 2 HP.
Yes. We can roll, but it is unlikely to survive any attack. You can just choose basically who of you ends this fight.
Stomp it.
Yeah.
If it bites you, you should stomp it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna headbutt it or kick it into the wall or something.
Yeah, go ahead. Just pick a person.
Yeah, that's me. I got a 4 on my improvised weapon by kicking it into the wall.
That is absolutely enough. The weird worm falls over there on the ground, and the commotion is over.
Gotta say, I already didn't like them when we started at Worm, and I didn't like them even more with anything you said after that.
I did
Ow,
my
ow,
best.
ow, 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 ow. Oh, why did I decide to do this?
It'll be okay. Here, have a granola bar or whatever the ration I got from eat a Twix bar.
I recommend lying down on the floor and questioning all your decisions.
Yeah, that sounds nice. And sort of like a horse trying to sit down, Fabian will sort of loaf onto the ground
Holy shit, that's funny.
on all 6 of his legs. Very much
Beautiful.
gingerly with the injured foreleg.
Yes, yes. Great effort.
Well, now that business is done, I think we need to go look at the train.
Yeah, that's probably.
I mean, it's not going to be good. Let's be clear.
Hopefully the power's still on.
I think. I think I'm going to lead us down the stairs here.
Can we see a station that could house something that opens the gate? Like a little control house somewhere here.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, at the top of the room. There's a little room.
Nice.
That might be it. You could see that from the bridge that we were on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go try to turn it on? I'll go investigate the train.
Yes, I will try that.
And I will keep Overwatch on top of this walkway.
So there's an overseer's cabin. It has a locked metal door and glass windows.
Yes. Metal door, it's glass windows. I cannot fly. Try to lockpick the door again. This is my second try, so it's not like I've never tried.
You're now using your 2 out of 100 lockpicking skill. You're saying?
Yes.
I mean, why not? This time, it's let's roll. Why not? Let's roll your dexterity score.
Okay. Oh my god.
That's
I
a high
failed that.
number. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to.
failed. I failed that.
It's not opening the door.
Yes. Hmm. How high up is the window?
Just a regular height that lets you see everything going on in the room. These are
Okay.
large windows.
I'm gonna smash in the window.
Okay. Let me just do a 1d6 roll.
But not with my claw or anything. With the hilt of the blunderbuss.
Yeah, you're fine. It works. Window breaks very easily. Inside, that's probably why they just managed the goings on. There is a key in there, and it's not the key to this room.
I
There
pocket the
are
key.
some controls. They don't do anything right now.
Is there anything that looks like control? A red lever, a big button.
Yeah, there's various ones, but they're all inactive. This whole room is, in the dark. Besides the big lamp that Fabian is, conveniently holding down.
Is there a convenient big technical plan on the wall?
I mean, there's, there are 2 rails. There's just a plan that says, once every 2 hours the train comes in this
Is there
direction.
maybe a plan like an emergency exit type of map that would tell me, oh, this is where you should go to turn the power back on?
I think the people working here would know.
Take that as a no.
Yeah, they don't store the instructions visible through the window in the in the controllers in the controlling room.
Okay. I report back to our Lord and Overseer on the bridge.
Yes. Well, let's see. It's probably gonna be through the one remaining door we haven't gone through, knowing our luck, but maybe Bowery will figure something out inside the train?
Speaking of,
What are you doing?
I'm walking carefully across the tracks. And yeah, I think I'm going to try to get inside the train. Maybe from the back.
Okay. So you're getting in from like the very back or from the side, or what are you doing?
Wherever, if there's a door on the side, I think I would probably just go to that because it's closest to me. But whatever seems like the most obvious, like door into this thing, or otherwise entrance into it.
I think there's a like conventional, like our world conventional old timey train setup where at the very back there's an
Right.
opening door. You can open this door, look inside, and there is a sleeping female Surat.
I'm going to close the door very carefully. And call up to the others. There's somebody sleeping in here.
Do they seem friendly? Do they have weapons?
Did they have any weapons on them?
So female Surat are different from males.
Yes.
In the sense that they are, Surat are spiders. They are hugely dimorphous. This one is room-fillingly large. She is she's not regular sleeping. Like you just broke a window next to her and she didn't wake up, so that's good news. But these are generally not parts of polite society. You can basically only have a regular conversation with a male Surat.
No, not friendly.
Great. You said they're sleeping. Do we want to try to jump them? Or do you think we can talk them down?
Ooh, actually, you know what? Ooh, I think Bowery goes, oh, that's a good idea. Goes back over. I would like to use my black veil, please.
Would you like to introduce us to what this does?
Yes. Black veil. Target must pass a will save or is blinded until you lift the curse or they rest. Blinded individuals may require a dex save to carry out other actions that rely on sight, and their attacks are impaired. Cap impaired.
Spiders
That might be
usually
very good.
blind.
I
Would
think
that mean? Go ahead.
I think even your instincts tell you this is a deadly surprise hunter, so be careful, but you can do this.
I mean, we got to get through the train somehow. I suppose we could try to go in the front of the train, but I have a suspicion that if there's somebody sleeping in the back of the train, hey, there's probably going to be people sleeping in the front of the train too, or some other nasty bad things.
Maybe once we get the train working, we can just unhook the back car and all go on the front too.
Ooh, good suggestion. Let's hold off on that, and maybe I'll go to the front of the train and see if there's anything. I'll like, I'll like make a mental note of like back of train dangerous, middle of train, and then just work my way up with the support of my colleagues here. Is there an entrance on the front of the train?
Middle train, not immediately accessible. Front of train, this is just like classic like choo-choo train. You can just step in on the side here and then enter the first compartment from there.
Right. I will do that.
Let me see.
And is there any buttons here that are like, is there an on button? Is there a big red button that says turn the train on?
So I think you can do a whiz check to find out, the state of the engine.
That's will?
Will, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have statistically.
And you can also leave this to someone else.
Oh, I got 13.
Is
Alright.
this a
Oh.
success?
I was I
Good.
was supposed to roll under. Uh-oh.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the main problem that you see is that this train is missing an eccentric crank. Like the thing that if you were to imitate a train going right now, you do the hand motion. The
Oh,
that's it.
sure. Yeah.
You'd probably also want to fuel it up with mana crystals.
Mm.
That's what you know.
I think like an old timey train conductor, glances out of the window. Well, the it's not working, and it needs some crystals and also a big lever. It's missing. It's missing the go function. As far as I understand,
the GUI
trains.
thing is gone.
The GUI thing is gone. So maybe it's around here. Maybe the person in the back has it. I'm gonna keep going through the train and see if there's anything else here.
Front coach. There's just some abandoned belongings. Clothes, umbrella.
Is there any shoes?
There's a mana muffin.
A mana muffin.
Yeah. This is great news. Because one of those is like food for one day for you, basically.
Oh, great.
So, if you ate this now, you would be restored. Also, technically, you could put this into the train, and this would be like a third, a fifth, maybe, of what it needs to go for, till a next station.
I'm gonna put it in a little pocket. I might eat it. I might put it in the train. Let's see what the rest of the train has.
Well, the rest of the train has a big spider later.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go report that to my friends. Are there any mana crystals around here or other fuel to get this train moving? Or get anything moving?
How much clearance is there between the bottom of the bridge and the top of the train?
I think like you could stand on top of the train and duck.
That means I could safely jump on top of the train.
Yeah.
I would do that and then check if I can see anything from the top.
What kinds of things?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something that I could lift up, a lid on an air vent or something I could peer inside.
Yeah, you could probably lift up, like I drew those little rectangles. You
Yeah.
could probably lift up one of those and get in that way. But, you can also just walk in. So,
Well, it's a different angle.
Couldn't hurt.
yeah, if you like, you have broken in successfully. Oh, Monica, did you say something?
Oh, no, I was just pondering our next move because I really don't want to poke the angry spider lady.
Yeah.
We could.
Can we decouple the second coach from the
Yeah.
first coach? And lock it up really tightly and forget about it.
Someone else's problem.
I think that is absolutely possible. These are coupled in the traditional way. This just needs some elbow grease, and you do have that.
Then we move this thingy and then pull out this pin, and then they decoupled.
Yeah, that is, easily done. This doesn't even take a roll. You have already solved that problem. Obviously, this loses your group some space, but they will fit into that one coach.
They will understand that they could have shared a coach with the nice lady.
Right. Comparatively to the other option, this is pretty good.
Exactly.
Up here on the top left, is that a door?
Yeah, this is another door. It is a metal door.
Well, folks, I don't think this train's I don't think this train's working.
Is it locked?
It's a locked door.
Oh, I'm gonna try to lockpick it.
You did so well last time.
Yes.
I will even, like, as your internal monologue, tell you while your finger is in there. Wait, I picked up a key a moment ago.
You're so right.
Wait,
Your finger is still in there, though. You
Yeah,
can still do the lock picking if you like.
Oh yeah, I have a finger in there, and then I will say,
Yeah.
"Wait, I picked up a key."
I've got a bunch of keys on my hands. They're called
Very carefully retracting my claw from the keyhole, and instead trying the key.
It works.
Well, I made them look away, so now they think I can pick locks.
Whoa, you picked the lock.
Smith, you've gotten really good at this.
Are you a wizard?
Thank you. No, I just failed 2 times.
Oh, wow.
Behind this is wow. One more.
Why? All I could just see is why.
Yeah, you found out my push to talkie. Behind this is stairs leading down into an even darker, further lower basement. I think this would be a great moment to have our about 7-minute break in the middle of the story, so that we can all have a short rest before we find out all the things that we need to get this train rolling.
Great.
Cool.
I hope Anna is
Break.
listening. Welcome back to Into the Odd. This is our second half. Before we get back to the game, we're going to read some of our recent donations to MAP. Jake, take it away.
Yes. So we got a 25-pound donation from Kaya Tanaru. Thank you for that. And we also got a 19-pound donation from Ari. So thank you both for those donations. And again, please follow the link and donate to MAP, this incredibly worthy cause.
Thank you for that. Okay, we are back in the game. I'm going to uncover the entire room above us, and you can put your characters at the top of that room because these stairs teleport you to the stairs at the top of that room.
Teleport.
Well, you know how stairs work. Famously, they teleport you. This is
I thought that was ladders.
sorry, I'm not that great with the physics of floors. This is the underground floor. The previous floor was dark. Now you're going into a maintenance basement. This place was not beautified for guests. The walls are just cave, except for the masonry ones between rooms, on the right wall. Besides your lights, this is dark. This is a storage room. There are boxes of all sizes, containers, flimsy shelves filled with metal replacement parts. There's probably a system to this, but you are not privy to it. There is no straight path through this room. But there's a door directly on the right.
Let's see if it's locked.
No, can just open it. There's a tiny break room on the other side.
Anything fun?
Any mana
There's
muffins?
just a tiny room with a corner couch. There's a hexagonal table with some chairs. There's a cabinet. There's a painting of the city outside on the wall, as it looked before the nickel storm ruined the city.
Hmm.
It's cramped in here. Is there another
Is that
door?
right? Yeah, is that a door like right down there?
Yeah, I tried to make this, easy to identify.
Go through that door.
Why not?
Uh-oh.
This is a connecting room. This room looks reshaped, as you check to the right. You find that there's what you would expect to be like a regular stone wall, but instead this is quartz-like, and it is slightly translucent. It's bending in on this room, and
Oh.
like the next room is still up ahead, down on the map. But this is not usual. Also, this room, like this is, I've made this smaller than it is in reality. Again, this is a huge hall in the reality that you are in.
That seems bad.
Yeah. But if I was a betting man, I would say that's probably where we could find a lot of mana crystals.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't want to go near it.
No, yes, no, yes, nah.
I'll go near it.
Oh,
You do that.
No regard for my personal safety. I'm a big bird. What's the worst that could happen?
Bowery, a lot of terrible things can happen.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, probably.
You get to about like where the pillars are.
Yeah.
When you can tell that like the unspecific shapes that you thought were just like vague stones are people. There are creatures. It's like about a dozen porcelain humanoids just standing still, like as if inattentive around the quartz structure. They have like glowing eyes. You don't have this as a reference point in this world, but they have faces vaguely shaped like angular dogs with pointy ears or horns. Behind them, around them, on the ground are, the mana crystals that were previously harvested from the mountain to fuel the train. Some of them are just on the ground, spiky and bulging with energy.
I mean, let's grab some of these crystals.
Yeah, I have a picture of these.
Oh, I don't like the crystal dogs.
Some of these are like stony, some of them are porcelain. These are
They haven't seemed to they haven't seemed to like acknowledge us.
No, they just, I've described them as inattentive, which is, I think, the best way to feel for their vibe right now. You said you'd like some crystals. You can have some crystals.
Yeah. Can I pick up the number of crystals we need to get the train moving?
Walk slowly, Bowery.
Yeah, I think like crystals are slightly dangerous, but like what is a comparable real life material that is, that you have to hold carefully, but wouldn't immediately explode in your hands. Like a helium balloon.
Oh, okay.
Where like at a gas station.
The context of where you have the helium balloon makes a lot of difference.
It's that kind of situation where like, I gotta be careful with this, but I am not in danger. I just have to be very careful. I know that nobody here should smoke. And you can just have a bunch of these. Like, also, you would just love to like absorb some of this, probably.
Yeah. I still have my muffin, so
yeah. Rather, I guess like if you just like ate one of these, this would like overload you, but you could.
But I could.
Yeah, it's like way, like for a regular person eating way too much.
Looking over at Snip, like, should I eat it? I can eat one.
Uh,
No, I'm not going to. I'm just
Snip's
kidding.
inclination is always saying yes. You probably should.
Yeah, I'll eat one. I'll eat a little one.
Well, we have a food table. Let's see if there is a result
Uh,
that makes any sense in the art.
Wow, it makes me succeed on all of my rolls. Wow. Cool.
It doesn't turn you into a crystal dog. Yes.
Wow.
Going down to the table, I eat the stuff. D100.
My favorite table.
Let's see if it's a result that makes any sense. Number 80 says, first taste is gross. Second taste is delicious. I think that makes sense. Just take the moment,
Yeah. But yeah, I will walk back. I will pick these up as carefully as possible.
Also, while you're this close to the quartz wall, it's just calling to you, like you could just put your hand on this.
Boy,
have
that's very tempting. No, but I want to. I'm the children yearn for the mines, and I'm children. So, I think I'm gonna. Can I give the crystals probably to Fabian?
Yeah, why not?
Here you go,
What?
Fabian.
Probably rears back on just his four hind
Why
legs so
why
that he
don't
gets an
I
extra
get
set of
a
arms.
munchy crystal?
Well, you can just come touch the crystal wall with me.
Why
Right.
would you do that? What?
Because it's a
Exactly.
This thing's
crystal.
evil.
You should give me one of the nice crunchy crystals.
Fine, whatever. Between the two of you, you have crystals. I'm gonna go touch the crystal wall.
What? No, don't touch the crystal wall.
What's the worst that can happen?
You could turn into one of those.
Easy peasy. I'm gonna go touch the crystal wall.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat a nice crunchy crystal.
Oh, greatness.
Touching the wall,
Please.
you feel yourself just slowly being pulled into it, and just I have never been, as far as I know, through like a semi-permeable membrane, but I I can imagine things, and this is one of those experiences. And after a moment, you are inside a crystal. Like this place glows from inside itself. Like
Ooh.
if you had a light source, it is pointless. You can see yourself reflecting in a dozen surfaces if they are angled correctly.
What color is it glowing?
I think this is slightly pink, slightly yellow.
Nice.
And this room is like large enough that you could run around it and get slightly tired.
This is great.
Something very vaguely resembling a person floats in the room center. This seems to be made of maybe 30 finished pieces of rock floating in the right spots to indicate the shape of a person. There is no face, but now that you are here, you have its attention.
Hi there.
One moment. The image is coming up.
Am I what kind of what kind of, how hard are my threat instincts going right now?
I think Selena can move the camera a bit so that we can see this on stream.
It should have.
Maybe Anna is not following the camera anymore. Okay, Anna's working on it.
There we go.
Yeah. Good. Thanks. How much are your threat instincts working? Well, this is definitely something you have never seen before, and if anyone else were here, they would also have never seen this before. I can easily reveal that.
Okay. I mean, most things are in this world are dangerous.
I mean, for you especially, I think for some people, they know some things that aren't dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
People have built homes. People have lived in places for years. You can have children, and have relatively good hopes that they can grow up. But it's hard to tell. But you said hello to this.
I did. I
being,
said
right?
hi there.
There are no eyes, but there's a voice coming from it, and it says, "Hello."
Is this your crystal?
Yes.
I think that is the kind of Robert De Niro, like, okay, face. Well, it's very nice. I was just drawn here. We're, you know about the train?
Yes.
How do you feel about the train vis-a-vis it moving or not being here anymore? Is that something you'd like or something you would not like? Just temperature check.
It is imperfect.
Okay, weird response. Do you have a name there? I don't want to just keep
No.
referring to you. You don't have a name. What about Crystal?
I am not the crystal.
No, sure, but anyway. What do you mean it's imperfect? What does that mean?
It can be improved, just like you can be improved.
How are you planning to improve it?
I will in time.
I think while this conversation is going slowly backing up to the edge of the crystal, feels like this is scary. Okay. Well, thanks for the chat. I'm gonna go back out and don't want to disturb you. Thanks for the hospitality.
It just, still like floating in the center of this
Yeah.
room without any further friendly greetings or attempts to follow you.
And so I can just get out.
Yeah, if you touch the wall again, you are back out.
Right. All right.
Yes, you're back.
I'm back.
I was so worried.
Yeah, there's a being inside there.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You're still standing now, between these like statue like dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
Would you mind going away from this?
No, that sounds good. They weren't particularly hospitable, if I'm being honest.
Well, we've got the crystal. We just need to find the remaining parts, and then hopefully we can just leave whatever wasn't there and the horrible lady behind us and get on with our lives.
I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna flag this now, that I don't think that being in there wants us to move the train. Said it could be perfected, whatever that means. Like me.
Yeah, I think that's another reason we should take the train.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we try this door?
Yeah, just this door opens.
I think when I walk by one of the crystal dogs, I give him a sort of like a head
No.
nod.
No.
Don't address it, don't look at it.
Oh, nod is fine.
Yeah. See, it's fine. The two of you are saying that. Don't acknowledge it. Don't look at it. And I come over. It's fine.
You opened this door to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now this is
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
looking for.
this looks like the power.
Yeah, I want to emphasize that, especially on this floor, I drew these things slightly wobbly intentionally because things look worse when you draw the line straight in, for furniture. This is the engine room. There's a huge machine here. It looks complicated and cold, but that's not so bad, because the decisive point is that it has a mana crystal inserter, like a train engine. If you wanted to turn it on,
Well,
Fire it up.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we should.
just put a crystal in. It roars to life within a few moments. Doesn't even need any controls. This engine works so easily. There's it since this isn't oil or anything, it's not even very loud, and you can tell that energy is restored to this place at least for a few hours, probably upstairs too.
Well,
Yes,
that's
great.
good. Yeah.
We
yeah.
are done. Let's take this other door and not go back to the weird crystal.
Well, we still need a replacement part for the train. But this is the spare parts room. We can probably find it on our way out.
There
Yeah,
was
we'll
so
look
much
around.
stuff here, yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure nothing will go wrong.
Yeah. Why you saying it like that?
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I
it like
want to-
anything.
I want to investigate all of this stuff on this side of the room.
Yeah. So down next to you, next to Snip, the dragon, there's a little elevator.
Told you they would have an elevator.
It's not a it's not the kind that would have solved your stairs problem, but it's it's a materials elevator because they have lots of boxes down here. I think you'll have to look around for a moment, but they have the kinds of replacement parts that you need, like the choo-choo part, which is very heavy, and conveniently, you don't need to think about this for very long. It fits on the elevator.
Put it on the
And
elevator.
You could just send it up. And also, there's that shelf. I'm giving this to you for free. On that shelf is a dissolver.
Ooh.
Dissolver is a D10 weapon. It is slow. This is a construction tool. Dissolver, imagine this as a two-handed tool that you can just like you can shove this into a wall, even like an existing firm wall, and then I may have to turn off noise suppression for a moment. It goes and then that bit of wall is gone. And that also works against any kind of material, but usually a process that lasts this long, you know, if you do that to a person, they walk away.
Well, that's scary. I'm glad that we have it and not anyone else.
If we can't find a way to open a gate that's covering the train tracks, maybe we can use this.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So who's gonna carry it? Not me.
Not me.
Okay.
Bowery, you're
I'll-
just so big and strapping and you can carry heavy construction equipment. It's a compliment.
Yeah. Sure thing. Yeah, I'll carry it. Do I need to roll to carry it, or can I just carry it?
Nah, this is just this is classified as a B weapon, so you can't use anything else classified as that. But I think you don't have anything in that category right now.
Great. Big honking thing. I'm just carrying it.
Yeah, it is. Imagine lugging around like a big chair. It's about like that kind of task.
Comfy. Can we find anything else down here?
I mean, there's a lot of crates, but I just shortened, 10 minutes of searching down to, a shorter process.
Well then, in that case, we should probably all pile onto the freight elevator.
Come on in, everybody.
And then, as you can see, the graphic is very clear. You just have to crank that lever and you go up very slowly because it's freight. And you come up.
Right. It's really creaky.
Incredible teleport sequence that you did.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You have the thing with you. The next steps should all be pretty obvious, but just, walk us through it.
I'm gonna go put the choo-choo in.
Put some mana crystals in the train.
And let's boogie. I guess we have to open the gate, huh? Snip, you want to try to go open the gate?
No, you have the big toy.
Oh, the
I'm
tool is for
gonna
opening the
look for-
gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in the control room for a big lever I can pull.
Great. Yeah. So I'll do that then. I'll go over and open the gate.
So, are you using destructive violence or lever?
Well,
A lever, probably.
I guess I am faster.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. You have a longer way to walk over. If the big bird just starts.
We could do a roll to see who is faster.
It depends if you're uncoordinated and one of you just starts. I don't know. what kind of operation you're running over here.
I mean, why don't we just do it? Why don't we just do both? Why not?
Why not both? Yeah, just both roll decks, and whoever has the lowest number, your plan is the one that you do.
Well, I got a
It's
14.
my plan.
It's
Yeah.
button time.
Yeah.
It's it's another like big lift gate, and that gate goes up. Takes a while, but it is working. And you can actually, expect to let that train and exit forward in about 3 minutes or so, presuming that it works.
While they're all doing that, I'm gonna call down to the rest of our group. Hey, we got the train. We should be ready to leave.
No thanks to you all.
Well, they were more
Grumbling
tired
to
than all of
myself.
you. Also, most of them are vestments who are weaker than you.
Excuse me, I am pathetic. Do not disregard my 4 strength.
Please tell them to be quiet when they come,
Yeah,
so we
but
don't wake our friend.
there's a
Yeah.
couple of very scary things here. Just be quiet, and once we're on the train, it should be all good.
They are slowly getting up. Many of them were on the ground. Like, how long did this take? Like an hour or so? Probably almost real time from what we took. And they come to like the foot of these stairs, and then look up and say, "How do we get up there?"
I knew the stairs were going to be a problem.
Can they not fly?
I think at
I'm saying
best one of them.
from the gate.
In theory, you could probably like ferry a few of them up.
We have the wall dissolver. We could just
Mm.
Oh,
goes and, for example, here knocking against the wall. If you make a hole here, yes. Bowery,
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming.
hole in the wall.
lumbering as quickly as I can, carrying this huge thing. Okay.
This is a great application of a tool. Definitely, reduces the structural integrity of this entire building, but you just have to hold it in there, hold it for 10 seconds, and you are creating a hole, about 1 meter in diameter. Maybe use it another time to make it large enough for anyone to conveniently pass through. And then, the whole little group can pass in, can
Yeah.
pass through.
Helping people arm in arm, picking them up.
Yeah, let me get Builder back on screen so the group is on here.
Hey, don't go to the back of the train.
no matter what you do.
Just blanket statement.
Yes,
That last part, no-go zone.
Builder asks, why?
there's a female servant sleeping in there.
I see. Taking this into account. Well, is the train ready to go?
Just waiting on your word, Captain.
All right. Then, good work setting this up. You are the most competent summoned I've made in years. So long.
Hem.
Made.
And, raises his right hand and, does like a balled fist. And you, like, I think it is, let's see, I think it's Snip who takes d6 dexterity damage
Oh,
Whoa.
as
oh,
like mana gets extracted from you.
oh, crumpets to the floor.
Whoa.
It's just 1 damage in this case.
What are you
the fuck?
doing?
What the fuck, Builder?
You are no longer needed. You have done your job.
So you're just gonna kill us?
You are not dying. You were just summoned.
Hey, I know I'm not a wizard, but could I try to, steal the mana connection from, Builder so that he can't do that?
No, this is
Oh
not
no.
how this works.
Okay. Guys, can we shank him?
No, if he's gonna do that to me, I'm gonna try to fight him.
Yeah, feel free.
The darkness orb.
Well, Darkness Orb, I think you are all pretty close, and this is, as we have established, a radius weapon that might also
Yeah.
endanger other people nearby.
True. Maybe now I'll cast my black veil. I'm gonna blind him.
Yes, I think I wrote to you earlier what the conditions are.
Yep. Yeah, they
Uh,
have to pass a will save.
Okay, let me see. What did I wrote? Yes. This is D10 will. 10 will. So I have just a regular D20. I must roll 10 or less. Roll the 1. So this
Brutal.
passed. That was your turn.
Damn it. This
The other
wizard
two-
knew my tricks.
Yeah. I think like he even looks at you in disdain, like the glowing eyes through the clothes, and you can tell like he equipped you with this. The other two can still go.
I'm gonna, from the pitiful puddle of something on the ground, I'm gonna blunderbuss in the general direction. Bad boss. And that's a 6.
Okay. You can tell this doesn't work perfectly. He has some kind of armor. And one more player to act.
I'm going to try to hustle our civilians onto the train and take control. I don't want them turning against us. Be like, all right, everyone, nothing to see here. Just a leadership dispute. Onto the train, onto the train. We'll be out of here shortly.
The others conveniently, are both very weak already and seem to be willing to go with whatever gets them out of this dispute. So, like a slightly panicked mass, they are listening. They are, just rushing along past this entire commotion. I think it's reasonable to do so. That also gets them out of the way of the darkness sphere if you were willing to use that, but uses up your action, which means Builder can act again.
I shot a blunderbuss next to a sleeping
That is correct.
something.
And I have silently checked if that activated her. But it didn't yet. He, you know, he doesn't even really attempt to dodge you. He is mostly just taking this to the face and just holding his hands. Now it's both of his hands and like performing a crunching motion with his hands. At I think at Bowery, who he thinks now is the worst threat. Still, it's just a one though. You're doing great.
That was 1 HP.
1 HP damage.
Easy.
You can feel yourself slightly being unsummoned though. Like you're becoming mildly transparent when
Ooh, can
this
I
boss gets at you.
can I slam that mana muffin that I've got in my backpack or my bag?
Yes, you can. That would restore your HP
Great.
and
I'm going to do that.
the entire action.
Great. I'm doing that.
Because that's the core of what he does. He is draining your mana out
Yeah.
of your existence.
I'm going to grab my pole arm and sort of interpose myself between my two associates and Builder and be like, are you stupid? You just said they were two of the most competent summons you have ever summoned, and now you're trying to get rid of them? What are the chances you'll summon something else as competent again? Just let them live. It'll be easy. We've got mana crystals for probably at least a month. Just chill.
That math does not check out, if you ask me. We will have to go far. And these two will just eat the fuel that we need. We can get new ones.
I don't think you're understanding the point of the proposition, and I'm gonna stab him at that point.
Hmm.
Let's see here. For 4 damage.
For 3, but good.
Yes.
And Selena.
I don't know if I can effectively do anything without endangering you if you positioned yourself between him and us.
I could try and jump out of the way, if that would help. Do
I
like a
think
sort of like slash and dash move.
I think you just went in there to slash, and that was your motion, so you can't go in, slash, and go back.
Hey, I'm gonna
Fair.
give you permission to if you gotta get us in the process of getting him. That's fine.
Okay, then I'm
I'm against
gonna
that.
I'm gonna use poison breath because the blunderbuss didn't work.
That's looking promising. Okay. This one is really going through like his entire armor. Which, this is magical armor and it's not prepared for poison. It has like acidic effects on his clothes. Like at points it just dissolves, which just means that under there's just invisible person. This doesn't make him visible, but you can just see that there's nothing. And although like he is still doing the like grabby fist motions, he falls to his knees and he very quickly changes his tone and you know goes, uh, um, all right, can we talk about this?
Oh, no, we cannot talk about this.
Well, mechanically you have won this fight and he doesn't have the strength to fight on. He is looking for words to argue his way out of this. If you're saying you cannot talk about this, are you taking action immediately?
No.
Well, can I ask a question about how the summoning works in this setting here?
Yeah.
Which is, if he dies, do we also die?
If he dies, he dies. Now, if he dies, you become basically abandoned summons, and someone or something else needs to supply you with mana.
Okay.
Someone else can basically adopt you.
Okay. So we don't really need him.
No, not him specifically. He might not even be your original summoner.
Oh, true. Good point. Do we think he is in a position of good faith negotiating? I suspect not.
I suspect not as well. May I ask how many mana crystals we left behind down at the horrible quartz?
I mean, the crystal, like the quartz itself, might just be mana crystal, But that's just a thing that has been like in your head since you passed through that wall. I think you didn't leave any ones on the ground because you're not stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, one option, Snip, we could go try to negotiate with the being in the crystal.
Yeah, I say kick this being here in the nuts.
Sure.
We could also maybe bargain with the sleeping Sarada if she wakes up. We do have food to offer now.
Good call. Tie him up. We've got a prisoner now.
As your Disco Elysium internal voice, I will quickly roll a success and tell you that bargaining with a Sarat lady is an insane thought.
Well, no, I'm different. I'm such a talented negotiator. I could make it work.
Yeah, rip through your grammar, but I'll just bargain.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm built different.
I'm built different. I have 4 strength remaining.
Fabian is built different.
Well, at the very least, let's gag him and bind his hands.
Yeah. Good job, idiot.
You do know, if he is not in range, if he can't see you, then he can't unsummon you.
Then
Yeah.
also blindfold him as well. I'm sure Fabian has plenty of spare gauzy fabric to do all this with.
You could also rip apart my robe if you wanted to. I would sacrifice that.
Oh, yes, we're doing that instead. We are not touching my outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You can also force him to fail the arcanum that you have, so that he is actually blinded.
Oh yeah. Let's do that then. Not so easy now. Not so easy to counteract it, is it now, Builder?
There's, I imagine there's just a dark veil around his entire face now.
I think so. Yeah.
And he doesn't even need to be bound. He is really struggling now.
Mm.
Okay, what if we just get on the train and leave?
Do we have enough mana to survive the trip?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to have to choose between me and the train.
You might. It's hard to tell. His calculation was ruthless and, ad hoc.
Is there a way we could... Well, if we investigated the courts and we got them bound to the courts, that would help, but I don't think that's a good idea, because the courts also seem super sketch.
Hey, I'll tell you, the being in the courts, who I called courts, they didn't like it very much. Certainly affable and forthcoming comparatively to Builder. So, I mean, can't hurt to try. They seem pretty harmless, all things considered.
You can try anything.
Yep.
I will trust you on this one. I will not go into the crystal.
I mean, we might as well. And then if they say no, or it becomes clear that's not going to happen, then we get on the train and we figure out the mana from there.
Okay.
I'm also gonna just quickly check and make sure that the Sarat woman is still sleeping.
Good call.
Yeah, have a look back of the train. Still sleeping. She has turned over. Now all the legs are, the up, facing up.
Yeah, okay. That's not scary and incredibly beautiful at all. I'm gonna just step away from this. I have no confusing feelings whatsoever, and let's go get you guys a new mana supplier.
Fabian's like, gulp, a pretty lady. No, thank you.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Just blushing emoji, closing the door.
Oh, she's gonna be the death of me.
Yeah, very palms fluttering nervously.
And I'm gonna put you in the basement. Is Fabian also coming to the plot?
I'm not sure if I should come or keep. I should probably keep watch on the train. That's probably the smarter move.
I mean, it's up to you. Train's probably not going anywhere.
Yeah, I will. I'll come down in case they need backup. I hope they don't, because I won't be of much use. But I'm offering.
The porcelain dogs have slightly moved, just turned a bit, but nothing major has happened since you were here 10 minutes ago.
Don't like these dogs.
Yep, are you sure you don't want to come into the courts? It's pretty cool.
Mm. You should, yeah. Okay.
You're also a little bit better at talking than I am.
Yes, I guess that's true. Okay, let's go into the damn crystal.
Okay. Pushes through the crystal.
Still, like before, this large creature is still there.
Well, I'm back. This is my
So
friend
you
Snip. What do you know about mana and crystals?
Everything stems from it.
Glances at Snip like, see, told you.
Me too. Mhm.
The two of us are in need of some mana to keep us around. Could you help with that?
I might be. It could be too much.
Too much what?
I can try infusing you with the force of this place, but I do not know if your bodies can sustain what I have to give.
We are strong.
Yeah.
Then show me your cause.
Huh? Snip, do you know what they're talking about?
My cause in life? Or my cause for being here? My cause for being here is that my summoner was very satisfied with us and thought that was that.
They are extending a hand as if to, charge an energy blast.
Mhm.
Are you prepared?
No?
What is it exactly you're going to be doing?
I will improve what you are made of. If
Okay.
you survive,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try
yeah.
it.
and then first Bowery and then Snip are blasted with an incredibly powerful charge of transformative energy that not so much hurts as is hard to describe, that deals 1d8 armor ignoring damage. You don't have any armor, but it would if you had any.
Uh-huh.
And if you go through this without being destroyed, you'll come out better. So, first Bowery, 2, and Snip, 5.
Yikes.
Bowery is fine. Snip takes 1 strength damage, and now you have to roll strength and have to roll 9 or less.
Oh boy. There's no way I can help on this either, huh?
Snip rolled a 16 and is disintegrated.
Oh no!
Oof!
I can't help. Can I jump in the way?
The the stakes have been established.
True. Oh snip!
And just in that one moment, this little minor dragon just is filled with so much energy. Snip just disappears, just all in one moment. And next to her, you just find yourself growing like even larger. Your entire body, like basically imagine yourself growing one die size. Everything you could do. If you were a Pokemon, you would be the next evolution stage.
But it lost.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah, you could say that. Can't you bring her back? Can't you summon her? You're basically a wizard.
Her form was not ready to hold this much mana. She is back in her original plane.
Can I summon her?
Are you a summoner?
Good question.
Your Disco Elysium skill check pops up and reminds you that Fabian has summoning scroll.
True. Good point. Well, thank you. Thank you for your help. I'll be on my way. You should be more careful about not disintegrating small dragons, but say la vie and all that.
No further, acknowledgement, but you seem to have gotten positive sentiment from this creator being.
Well, does that do anything for me mechanically?
If we were to continue having adventures, any damage you deal would be one die size higher.
Oh, great.
But you have killed anything you are likely to kill, I think, today.
Sure. But I am gonna go out and meet back up with Fabian and say, Fabian, I'm really
Snip.
powerful. He's gone. She got destroyed by the being inside. But you can summon her back, right? You got a summoning scroll.
I certainly hope so. And
right.
How does this work? Fabian's going to pull out the scroll, sort of like unfurl it, sort of look at the diagrams, and if it's possible to try and resummon Snip, he will.
Well, you are, as far as we know, not a summoner, and
No.
this is much like, like casting a spell from a scroll in other RPGs. Anyone who can read can basically do this. And this is the quick version of character generation for the listeners. I made a fast version of for all the three types of characters. There are different rules, and the summoned are variations of the Into the Odd Unhumans. You would just roll 1d20, and let's say if you just happen to roll the same type of creature again, We get you back. We get Snip back.
What was Snip's number again?
11.
Okay,
Come
let's
on.
find out. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Oh no!
Nah, nuts.
You get an automaton.
Oh.
You can tell me what kind of creature comes out of this.
Selena, what do you think?
Is it like a dragon-shaped automaton?
Oh.
Like, damn, so close.
I think it's a robot dog.
Oh, kind of sick.
Well, hi there. Can you
Hello?
speak? Okay, good, good. I
Yes.
just want to make sure. Hi. Do you know a Snip? We were trying to summon her back.
No? No.
Okay. Well, I think I might need to study the scroll a bit more, but what's your name?
Uh,
I'm sorry.
I don't have one.
Yeah, usually summoned are named, by the people who summoned them.
Snip 2.
Well, that's rude. We should let this one be their own
Yeah, no.
person.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I know. Okay. Well, we should probably start the train, and I think I need to figure out how to become a summoner.
Yeah.
Hi,
What would you?
sorry, we're
Good.
getting a train started. I don't know what you were doing before you came here. Do you want to come with us while we keep that train running? I can dismiss you if you don't.
You need me to keep the train running? I
Well, it
will
would
come
be
with
a
you,
help.
keep the train running.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Sure.
Thank you. Am I being a good summoner, Bowery? I've never done this before.
I mean, much nicer than most summoners I've dealt with, to be frank. So I'm pretty on the right track.
Okay, I'll take that as positive reinforcement.
Would you like positive reinforcement?
Yes.
I am feeling very well summoned.
Good. That's good to hear. In any case, we should probably get back to the train, right, Bowery?
Yeah. I think if you're gonna try to continue to summon, the safety of the train is probably good. Yeah, I think we should just get out of here. I don't know how much more we have here. Yeah, I guess let's just go.
Yeah, honestly, you can just get on the train and go.
I do love the image of Fabian continually trying to summon, just like summoning a whole host of people trying to get Snip.
Yeah, I think this is like Fabian's minor arc of becoming a wizard if we were going to keep doing this game.
Just doing pulls and like, another 1-star, another. I wanted my 3-star dragon
Yeah.
friend.
It's my
Excuse you,
gotcha.
Snip is S double plus.
I don't know.
ideas.
Have you seen her stats?
Hey, 15 will's pretty good.
And like it takes a few moments, like to feed all the crystals in. The whole group that you guided here is in the train. They very quickly, accept you as the new people in charge. Would you like to do any more actions before the train starts going?
Are any of you summoners?
No, this is a more or less, group of civilians.
Hmm. Well, I guess better you than anybody, Fabian.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, right? We're on the train. We got what we needed.
Yeah, I think
Where's it going?
we're. Yeah, where were we going? I was,
Out. Everybody's looking for a train. We can bargain it for something.
Yeah, maybe we can find a settlement along the tracks that's still functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Full blast ahead, that is.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can just start the train, and within moments it starts going and rolls out of the train station. This actually starts enough vibrations in the entire room that once you start rolling, you can actually notice, an activation in the final train compartment that for a moment scares everyone. But you are already in the tunnel by the time that the Serat starts, attempting to follow you. And when when she jumps, you are on your way out. And, she's not gonna get to you. And
Fabian looks back wistfully.
Mm.
after a bit of tunnel, you are outside. There's still that nickel storm, but you're well protected inside the train, and it's only gonna be a few more hours before you're out of that, and then a few more hours before you might be at any other place, which that will be so wonderful. Uh, Thank you so much for playing. You
We
have
did it.
successfully
Yes.
done this, and you didn't even all die.
Yeah.
Incredible work.
Pour one out for Skip.
Right,
Thank you for
yeah,
running, by the
everybody.
way.
This is very fun. These map you drew all these maps, right?
Yes, this map was entirely drawn by me.
Incredible.
The pictures,
Good.
Selena's character was fully drawn by Selena. The others are pictures that already existed that I then freehand drew again in GIMP just so that they would be within the style that we have going on here.
Incredible. Before we stopped, I did want to shout out a couple donations we got in during the game after I shouted them out before. We got 50 pounds from Squirrel Champion. Thank you, Squirrel Champion. Great name. And then we also got 200 pounds from Muna. So thank you both. That's very kind of you.
All right. Should we do one zoom out on the entire screen? Because I think we have not done that after revealing the entire map before we end our segment for today.
Sure.
That's going to be in Anna's hands. Thank you so much. So that is it from us. I believe we have successfully gone way under time. There will be 1 hour and 10 minutes, I think, until the next segment. So you have a good break and look forward to the next bit in 70 minutes. Thank you so much. And for us Germans, have a good night.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.